It pays to listen. Now, back to Aaron and Mayumi Muller on the Lifestyle Business Owner Show.
Hello, this is Aaron Muller. When it comes to success in life and business, it matters who you take advice from. And that's why I want you to know about my extraordinary wife and co-host, Mayumi Muller. Mayumi is the quintessential cosmopolitan success story. Born in Japan and raised in the United States, Mayumi's Japanese and African-American heritage has helped her learn how to connect with people from highly diverse cultures and backgrounds. Following her coursework at the University of Washington, Mayumi pursued a career in modeling, working professionally in major metropolitan areas throughout the United States and Europe. During this time, Mayumi cultivated an elegance, charm, and winning attitude that crowned her Mrs. Washington State in 1995 and landed her less than 5 places away from achieving Mrs. America. Since that time, Mayumi has raised 5 amazing children while attaining to the highest levels of success in every field she's entered: a President's Award-winning real estate agent for John L. Scott for 10 years, the top sales rep of a Fortune 500 company, owner of 8 multi-million-dollar businesses, and the world's #1 trainer in self-running business ownership. Learn the secrets to success in life and business from this amazing woman at the Lifestyle Business Owner Academy website, lboacademy.com. That's lboacademy.com. Why build a business when you can build a lifestyle?
Wow, thank you so much, hon. Why build a business when you can build a lifestyle? You know what? That's what we're here for. So now let's get into our LBO segment, which stands for Lifestyle Business Owner. This is where we talk about how to grow your business, build the profits, and make it run without you.
Yeah, and then last week we were talking about the Myers-Briggs personality assessment. Let's recap that a little bit, Mayumi, so everybody knows what we talked about last week, and then we're going to continue that this week.
Yeah, so Myers-Briggs, we're going to be using MBTI as the abbreviated version of her. But several years back, Aaron and I became certified practitioners for Myers-Briggs, and we've been using this tool ever since then. MBTI helps people to identify their unique gifts. By utilizing this tool, the information gathered will help you to understand your motivations, your natural strengths, your weaknesses, and your potential areas for growth. MBTI will also help you to appreciate who differs from you and understanding the reasons why. Understanding your MBTI is self-affirming and encourages cooperation with others. That's why we love it.
Yeah, exactly. So we got 8 dichotomies that make up 16 different types. I'm going to go over the 8 dichotomies real quick, just so everybody knows. So extroversion versus introversion, sensing versus intuition, that's S versus N, thinking versus feeling, T versus F, judging versus perceiving, J versus P. So last week we talked about certain types that are better at certain careers and different positions. Today, we want to break down those 16 different types into career categories.
Yeah, and all the types are equal, and there are no better types than others, okay? So don't think that if you're
I'm
one
better,
type...
I think, but...
Well, we're actually the same type.
Oh,
but,
well, then we're better.
but your type does not indicate who you are as a person, right? It's just a tool to help assist you. So now, to all of our listeners out there, if you're currently in a position and you love it and you might be a different type than what we might say this morning, that's okay. Again, it's just a tool that we use and others use all over the United States and internationally to help folks identify when they're in a certain situation, what their strengths and weaknesses are, and where they might have to flex. And how little or more they have to flex, right? Because the more you have to flex in any situation, the more tired and run down you're going to feel. So if you're in a position where you're flexing all the time, you might be a little bit more exhausted than a position that you don't have to.
Yeah, so it's just good information.
Yeah, so we're going to go and try to get through all 16 different types. So we're going to be reading it off. If we don't get through all of them, we're going to push it to the next week.
Yep.
And here we go.
All right, let's start with ESTJ. These are extroversion, sensing, thinking, judging. These are known as the model citizens. They thrive on order and continuity. Some of their careers might be accountants, engineers, scientists, editors, managers, law enforcement, banking, marketers, teachers, and business analysts.
Right. The next one is ESFJ. That's extroversion, sensing, feeling, and judging. Some of these guys are known as the dutiful host. They are excellent leaders. So some of the career choices that would work for them would be managers, teachers, administrators, nursing, religious work, counselor, accounting, or a physician.
All right, next we have ESTJ, introversion, sensing, thinking, judging. These are known as the administrators. These people prefer structure and they like a very rigid environment. Careers would be like accountants, engineers, scientists, editors, managers, law enforcement, bankers, teachers, and business analysts.
Yeah, so the next one is ISFJ. That's introversion, sensing, feeling, and judging. These guys are known as the caretakers. They don't pay too much attention to their own needs relative to others. And criticism for them is not taken very well because they're pretty sensitive. Some of the career choices that would work for them would be interior decorator, designer, nurse, administrator, childcare, paralegal, clergy, and a shopkeeper.
Mayumi, I'm so excited about this next one. This one is the best, I think. It's called the ESTP, which is extroversion, sensing, thinking, perceiving, and that's what we are.
We are. And again, there's no good, better type than any of the other ones, but it does help that both of us are ESTPs because we do limited amount of flexing because we're very similar.
Yeah, it makes it easy. Mm-hmm. ESTPs are known as the wheeler dealers. These folks have an abundance of enthusiasm and can easily motivate those around them to work. Careers for ESTPs are entrepreneurs, sales representatives, marketing, law enforcement, paramedics, PC technicians, technical support, and athletes.
Yeah, so the next one is ESFP. That's extroversion, sensing, feeling, perceiving. They're known as the performer. These folks tend to adore being in the spotlight, and they are great working with people and most commonly find themselves working as the peacemaker. Some of the career choices that would work for them is artist, performer, sales representative, counselor, childcare, designer, photographer, or social worker.
And next, we have ISTP, introversion, sensing, thinking, perceiving. They're known as the craft person. These folks are always looking for ways to working with their hands. They enjoy deconstructing and reconstructing a system to better learn how it works. Kind of sounds like one of my kids.
Yeah.
Careers would be law enforcement, detective work, forensic pathologists, computer programmers, system analysts, engineers, carpenters, mechanics, pilots and designers, and even entrepreneurs.
Well, you know, if our boy is that, then I agree with any one of those career choices. Okay, so the next one's ISFP, and they are known as the gentle artists. These folks generally choose careers which allow them freedom for creativity and displaying their own personal goals. Some of the career choices would be artist, musician, composer, psychologist or counselor, librarian, designer, social worker, teacher, doctor, childcare, or writer.
All right, so I hope you guys are following us. We got the 8 down, so now we're going to start with the last 8. One is ENTJ. They're known as the traditionalists. These guys are decisive, strategic, and natural leaders. Careers would be entrepreneurs, business administrators, judges, managers, politicians, teachers, bankers, medical doctors, software designers, and scientists.
Yeah, the next one is ENTP. That's extroversion, intuitive, thinking, perceiving. They are known as the innovators. These folks are very curious, innovative, and outgoing. They are concerned mostly with the future and find little interest in the details of the present. Some of their career choices might look like lawyer, psychologist, entrepreneur, photographer, consultant, computer programmer, engineer, scientist, actor, sales representative, or in marketing.
Okay, now we got INTJ. These guys are known as the experts. I've had a friend like this, a couple of my friends.
We have a few friends like this.
These folks are analytical, determined, and intensely individualistic. They're idea generators and are willing to take every measure to ensure their ideas become reality. Careers would be scientists, engineers, computer scientists, professors, corporate strategists, psychologists, researchers, medical doctors, philosophers, and book editors.
Yeah, the next one is INTP. Introversion, intuitive, thinking, perceiving are known as the scholar. These are reserved, logical, and abstract people. They often disengage from the world around them and prefer to observe and understand than participate in activities. Some of their career choices work for them would be scientist, photographer, mathematician, teacher or professor, computer programmer, engineer, lawyer or judge, forensic research, technical writer, or strategic planner.
Next, we have ENFJ, extroversion, intuition, feeling, judging. They're known as the growth teacher. These folks are altruistic, introspective, friendly, and idealistic. They refrain from expressing their own beliefs. They would rather support those around them. They would rather work more like chameleons. Their careers would be consultants, counselors, social workers, teachers, clergy, human resources, writers, managers, event coordinators, and politicians.
Yeah. So the ENFP is extroversion, intuitive, feeling, perceiving. They're known as the social philosopher. These folks are animated, aspiring, and innovative. They enjoy both ideas and people. They are helpful and generally admired by others. Some of their career choices that would work for them is teacher, writer, journalist, counselor, psychologist, social worker, politician, artist, religious worker, researcher, marketing, or designer.
Next, we have INFJ, introversion, intuition, feeling, judging. They're known as the mystic writer. These folks are creative, compassionate, gentle, and complex. They have the desire to contribute to the welfare of all and find it rewarding helping others. Careers would be like clergy, professors, medical doctor, counselors, writers, designers.
And the last one is INFP, introversion, intuitive, feeling, perceiving, are known as the idealistic philosopher. These folks are introspective, creative, and idealistic. They seek to find the underlying meaning of things. Some of their career choices that would work for them would be artist, architect, counselor, editor, human resource, psychologist, researcher, writer, teacher, professor, musician, religious worker. It's like awesome. We got through all 16.
Yay!
So if you guys are interested in taking the Myers-Briggs, go to our website, lboacademy.com, put your name and email in, and let us know that you would like an assessment sent to you. This has been such a valuable tool for us. We use not only in all of our businesses with our employees, but also in life itself.
And the thing about it is, we went really fast through these different types, and it's just because we wanted to get them all through. And then this is something that you're going to have to do a lot of research on. And then to find out what you are, it's so fun and exciting, and you learn so much. So make sure you request, go onto our website, lboacademy.com or lboradio.com, and you can ask us to send you the assessment. And that's going to be able to identify what you are, and then you can really have fun with it.
Yeah, it's awesome. So stay tuned for our Asked Aaron segment. Business people across the world write into us and ask myself and Aaron questions about the street smarts of small business. If you've missed any of our show today or would like to listen to any of our previous shows, go to lboradio.com. Also, make sure that you follow us on The Lifestyle Business Owner on Facebook and IG. You can also listen to the Lifestyle Business Owner show anytime, anywhere on lboradio.com.
More of the Lifestyle Business Owner Show coming up here on Business Radio 1300 KKOL. Log on to lboradio.com while you listen to the Lifestyle Business Owner Show. Now back to Aaron and Mayumi Muller.
Welcome back. It's Mayumi. And if you want to achieve your goals in life and business, right? Why not learn from someone who was born to be an entrepreneur, someone with the uncommon business sense, the tenacity, and the track record of success to prove it? My husband and co-host, Aaron Muller. As a child, Aaron developed an interest in small business ownership from his family's marina on San Juan Island. From the start, Aaron was driven to seek a business opportunity and attain entrepreneurial success. His very first business venture was catching and selling shrimp at the docks when he was only 10 years old. While his peers were preparing to enter 7th grade, Aaron opened a bumper rental company catering to the San Juan's ample tourist traffic. Aaron's first real job came in high school, but by the time he graduated, he had earned enough to purchase half of the company. Over the past 30 years, Aaron has gone on to start and buy over 20 companies in the Pacific Northwest and now owns 8 multi-million-dollar businesses. Aaron is the world's premier trainer in self-running business ownership and the author of the Lifestyle Business Owner book, which lays out the principles for making a 6-figure income by working as little as 5 hours a week. Learn how to achieve your goals from this phenomenal business mind at the Lifestyle Business Owner Academy website, where you can learn all kinds of amazing business knowledge. Visit lboacademy.com and take your life in an extraordinary new direction. That's lboacademy.com. Why build a business when you can build a lifestyle?
Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So tell me, Mayumi, I want everyone to know that we want to go on to the questions for the Ask Aaron, and we've been getting great questions. So I want you guys to continue sending us these questions because it's fun to read them and get them answered for all you guys. So
thank you guys all so much for sending in your questions, and keep sending them. So the first question's from Tina from Stockton, California. Her favorite way to follow us is YouTube. So her question is, for someone like me who is new to business, is it better to get a loan to start a business or find an investor and give them ownership of the business?
I always say to get a loan if you can, because, for a lack of a better term, you're selling your soul to the devil almost when you start getting a partner. I mean, you want to try to do it yourself if you can, if it makes sense. If it's huge money, obviously you might have to get partners. But if you can do it yourself, definitely recommend getting a loan from a bank and using your own money to do it.
Great question there, Tina. Thank you. Todd from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. His favorite way to follow us is Facebook. The question is, you talk about getting an SBA loan to buy a business. Can you talk about what banks look for when they are deciding whether or not to fund an SBA loan? It's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good one. And so they look at a lot of different things, but more importantly than anything else is going to be the buyer themselves. So getting an SBA or the person getting the SBA, because the business is important that they're getting into, and the bank wants to know that the business is going to be able to cash flow well enough to make the payments. But it's really important to the banks to know that your credit's good, for one thing. Do you have any personal assets like a house? And I'm not talking cars and things like that, like a house. They love collateral. Most lenders are collateral lenders. And so if you don't have a house, it's a little riskier, but that's why there's SBA. You don't have to own a house to do it, but they love it. If you have good credit, they want to see that you're putting down at least 25%. And that could be based off of your 10% your money, and then the seller's financing 15%. There's different ways of putting that 25% down, but it's important to have the cash, and then that you've been in the industry that you're trying to get into to get that money. They want to see that you have that experience as well.
Right. And then what was the experience? How many years do they need to see?
Couple years, a year. I mean, just something that that you're getting into an industry that you know something about. They used to be a little bit more liberal about it, but now they're kind of sticklers. Also, that business has to be, able to cash flow. So the business is important too. Oh,
that's good. Good question and great answer, Aaron. Thanks. Kurt from Dallas, Texas. Favorite way to follow us is Facebook. When I think about the difference between shopping at a big business and shopping at a small business, I think whether or not the owner is present. When I go to the local butcher, I go there because I get a chance to chat with the owner. You talk about owning a small business where the owners are not present. Don't you lose customers if the owner's not there? And how do you create the small business feel if the owner is never there? Great question.
Yeah, that's awesome. And this is what the whole LBO thing's about. Lifestyle business owner, being able to step away from your business and it running as good as if you were there. And it's all about building the culture in your company to be what you're all about. So if you're able to do that and get your people acting like how you would, providing the same types of services, and really caring about the customer as you would, they don't need to see you. And it's actually detrimental a lot of times to have an owner there, because it's all reliant on that owner. And what if something happens to you? Then what are you going to do?
Right. And then people do get bummed out if something happens or somebody, has to sell or gets sick or what have you. Yeah. So what Aaron's saying is that, you have to have your team, your employees are an extension of you. They are a mirror of you. And that's who needs to be there running the day-to-day.
Yeah, exactly. For people to come into a business and then you're not there and they have a problem with that, you've done something wrong. And do you want to deal with every problem that happens in that business? And that's what's going to happen, because if you step away and then they have a problem, they're going to find you somehow and say, I don't like how, they've been doing this or whatever, because you've made them so dependent on you. It's like your kids, man. If you make your kids dependent on you for everything, washing the dishes, doing the laundry, cleaning the room, whatever, they're just always going to depend on you.
Yep, and they won't ever be independent. So, I know Aaron always says, he treats our kids like our employees, and we do. I mean, we give them responsibility. We expect them to do it the way that, we have taught them to do it, and with the same culture in our family. We have the same culture in our businesses. And so, you have to set that presence, and that's, I think that's great. Okay, so the next question is from Caesar from Scottsdale, Arizona. Ooh, the weather's so nice there right now. Favorite way to follow us is Instagram. What is your opinion of businesses that don't require their owner to be there, such as coin-operated laundry vending machines and car washes?
Oh, you can add in like tanning salons too. I mean, everybody calls, when I'm selling businesses, I found that, people contact me thinking that these are going to be really easy to run. And, I know when they call me and they say, Aaron, do you have any coin-op laundries for sale? It's like, why? Because you think you don't have to work? And that's just not the case. First off, they're very expensive to run. You still have all kinds of problems like, just managing the machines.
Equipment failure.
They're very expensive to fix. So, and then there's a lot of these coin-op laundries have laundry folding services, and that's what makes them more profitable. So, they don't really make tons of money a lot of times. So don't get caught up in the fact that you think it's going to be easy, and that's why you go into an industry because they're probably not going to make very much money. I mean, these self-serve car washes, they just don't make that much money. A vending machine, who's going to deliver all the food to these vending machines, or who's going to deliver the vending machines? You know how many assets you need?
Then you got to pick up the money.
Yeah, it's it's just as hard as any other business out there. There's not one really super easy business. Other than, maybe a product that you send to Amazon and you're the only one doing it or something. But, those are few and far between. Don't get caught up in trying to always find something easy.
Well, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. So you always want to default back to that. But thank you for the question, June. Caesar, that was a great question. We have another question, June from Jacksonville, Florida. Favorite way to follow us is email newsletter. I have a full-time job right now, and I want to become a lifestyle business owner. Is it possible for me to keep my full-time job and start a part-time business and someday grow it into a lifestyle business?
You can do it. Yeah, definitely. You can do anything. So it's all about time commitment and trying to get it to that point where it's successful enough that it's making money and it's worth doing. So it's always going to be a lot of time commitment. So you're going to have to take a lot of time away from your maybe free time to devote to this business. Right.
Thank you, Aaron. So thank you all for listening to the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, where we talk about the street smarts of small business. If you've missed any of our show, make sure you go to lboradio.com and you can listen to it there. Again, we want to thank you, Matt Kale with Supercharge Marketing, for giving us the ins and outs of what it takes to make a good website. Next week, our guest will discuss the power of good old-fashioned customer service. Make sure you submit your questions to askaaron@lboradio.com, and you can follow us anytime, anywhere on lboradio.com.
Thanks for listening to the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, where we talk about the street smarts of small business with Aaron and Mayumi Muller. You can submit your questions to be answered on the show at lboradio.com. That's lboradio.com. Join us every Saturday morning at 9 for the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, right here on Business Radio 1300 KKOL.